22 million Ghana cedi loss saga. Dear Nancy BM, yen name said another. Sammy Gyamfi ba bontain ebe kasa chere Ghana for mase asem bia omoaten wo mo aso mu bia na ye nokore because ono dear gold board emoka na mom na ye Bank of Ghana na aboka. Fast forward abra na afenyo markets the minority leader di kan ba bontain abekasa said there is a lost and we must to find who is the on who caused some. Now who caused some we go say am abuso ye no Enna papa ya otimen chen hoyi. I think so ye achim something MP. Ojina Mirasheba dream in the name of the MPP. Eko PM wo UTV. I say that chin surumo sa de chien surumo. Eno den maame ya jantoa eko hia wo. Apra no mo kasa efasa sika twitwiri die we ya according to sources no. Ya bo ho ka yentumi ensign yensa enkanibiem na asem na koya asembia ho papa no gina so denden de Sammy Gyamfi pa na wo lo ya Sammy Gyamfi out opposition wa no denden obi ya adwuma na kaba ho a wo se yenkoche no oyakrofo ene aduru bere so sisen na obi nka wa asem abusua ensama papa ni jagu fom no ano edre mepese me no nyina yenko tie ensema papa ne kanye ye ba na ya sign ato so make sure like video no comment na subscribe to the channel yanko na yemele sesia aba
public debate way more. This is a very important debate. Sabe, you just don't admit anything. Gold board any Bank of Ghana and some no abeto jana ya kan minority for your press conference. A press conference because Sabi Good Board and your Uncle Kwajuma, your Mayajuma. It was set up by Parliament, an act of Parliament. You know, I'm Sabi Jafo. I represent Ghana for your Cotinase, near G2, a binding by near G2. And there may be a castle, one more young puddle, one more ample, so the numbers no, a boom come fire. So, but I shall say, yeah, Juma. Edu Umajuma Nechi. And maybe a buy say a cabia babedaho. A canabeda hono. Na acquires Adam apparato awaso, na our apparato Adamso. Sabrino, Bank of Ghana say a cano a good board car. Good board say a cano a Bank of Ghana car. Nana ye who si kachuchi dieno and as cadi potty. Nana say IMF, a Ghana new Mudins awaso, is saying Yesika Semunti, or more who quite so more and crater. Iti enkrata hwehwe mu no ano e de pie say Bank of Ghana ni gold board media wo mu die e gold to no e ka bi abeda ho ye 1.7 billion dollars afi ba ko pe ye 2025 a wo mu edi adwuma no na o kai say ye ko IMF ye ko de 3 billion dollars inti sa 1.7 billion dollars no wo hwe ye total GDP ni aduna e number ye 1.5 of it. Not just a secretary dear was it to be the home common. A buyer, you was a medium fear what that gold board I don't say. I can be a mile. Now, one kind of sarcastic. We share the post, the comments, and in somewhere what did to 2 January. Now, ask from Kakra. Sabi, no Eddie J. Say, Bampeni, Jomhama. A car said, well, Befa Mebunu. Na wobo mabaso no mo madwuma no mo kwan na ya akwa ha dwene kakra kire se bebru dudu no ya fa wo mo no sebe se oman enkomoba no ye dibia ya na tenyi no ene kase ntwe no ya na do so do bent na se nka se dwuma na ye dia ma wo no eye wa wo dia da bi ebere so na saban wa ban fi wa obefi ho eye oman adwuma eti ye nyina wo ho kwan se e be kasa asem ni bi even one kasa private company kurampo no urania workers a wafa wo mo omo ye adwuma no omo ye major stakeholders se bibi ni na enko ye ni ade a omo so timi ka bi because sabe adwuma ni gu a egu omo nyina so eti kai be da ho no mo no ye gura oponkoma akabi ya titi bia mane no ye nua ba abna osasaro ono so akabi ono so ya titi bia mano minority leader eko kai bia there was Sammy Gyamfi poster or the 2 Jano, not just say asifim. Na enwanwa se nipa ebe ka bibi na se ebe ya temdie ana se be kasantwi efiye wa Sammy Gyamfi hodum aba na enwanwa kakra
odiatem
ozi odiatem we hunu ni post ni bi kwa we hunu yes ase nsemo ka nyina ne se minority fo nsemo aye ka no yawdie ne yede ka ye ka no ye mpena sem
no but because yawdie what time on pema sem no yes we do atem
ye ka wo man asem ye ka o man asem it's not about you, it's about the institution. It means na all the monk say nipa ne tawo because you ka say nipa ne tawo na we yi asem no efi de ye ka nan kasa ho na wa be personalize ade no so ade na nya wo da adwuma na no e yo man adwuma na wo da no e bere so na so obefi ho a obefi ho o da say it no e na yen ye be ka say ka bia be da ho IMF reports a o media ba e na a kire o say ma men kai we kakra e wo brofu mu na e hwese betimi a kire ate e wo twima. The rapid expansion of the domestic gold purchase program coincided and arguably contributed to a remarkable macroeconomic stabilization, but also large losses of US 1.7 billion. That is 1.5% of our GDP in 2025. IMF at all. Omu say gold that yet top. Our Bank of Ghana the DC Kano Emma gold board. Omu di omu chume di no. E ka beda ho nie. It is a gold board. In year was a major frequent to gold board, Mujamu Katasem. Na manfa sa e canoa a beda ho is sign si canoa Bank of Ghana de Boamono. Manfa man be shemua. Mobabam was a for him say, Munyan Faso. But I think for the Minas Kadia Jumano. Bank of Ghana and Kata Munoche a Kawin about Beda Hodomo. A dear of this are Canaba. Mumma Yenshu Sadiano.
Yet to me, entreaty we say on a separate way. Set Bank of Ghana, a Bank of Ghana on its own, and then Gold Board, and so you're separated in the books of Gold Board, you're surplus, and then in the books of Bank of Ghana, there has been a loss.
And you're bearing a loss in the Bank of Ghana.
You also say, and also a part of the expenditure. Now, say we are trying to, sanitize the system. Unlike CBFS, will be your gold or best smuggle. Say yes, smuggle be. Yeah, they call one a pair the activities. You need to do things in a way to even entice Nipana auto at the end of the free no honor no said be on can be good could Dubai. So the process of doing that and obeying care setting maybe obeying care setting so what far maybe you may part of production of course your production cost that there has been a surplus we are making a surplus I say part of me production expenses no ebini nti nyese ka but medwuma na maye no yenya mfa so
e ka beda ho 22 billion cedis e ka bi da ho sa 1.7 billion dollars e ka bi da ho sa da bibi sa oh abia make wo chemu amo
the CEO na sama wa Canada say ka bi ani ho no say
and make sure say it ka bi ani ho but you are trying to let me understand say omo adwuma ye mu no omo production mu ni ade mu say me produce ade na me wie na say me ka say me production cost ni and na me profit in here you don't see the production cost to be a loss because at the end of the day I've been able to make a profit or surplus. Did that surplus take care of this 1.7 billion dollars? These are not in the books of Gold Board. These are found in the books of Bank of Ghana. What I say? It's no and you to just say Sebi yentra ho no monka say wo dia 10 ye ebema obi aka na no atum ade ne ba I will say na edi hu nkomo and I said, ye jina homa Ghana for ye jina homa Ghana for parliament, ye jina Ghana for it is a majority for some become not to media, ye minority. I was here to be a BSO. You can say, IMF Kawe at that honomono. I'm a Kawe Ababeda Honomo, Bank of Ghana, Kaba, Abeda, a good board, a Juma Dimna Sakanabano. Ye Chemo saying, ye Chemo saying, near a patch Ghana for say, a Kabise Nababeda, 22 billion. Na ye makwan ma ye nkata sa aka no so ye mfa nhye keta biase enkoye ketase se na sebe se ne wo bi timi kobo ka wo na dwuma yemu sika bi fa obi ase kakra ne ade ne be chi no ko yoko na odi be ko ni sika se be to so a
mi fa obi ate
na be ka se ebi ne 22 billion cedis abeda ho abaye toku da ho no mo IMF ehu afei abayin ka se da bi eka bi ameda ho CEO no da no se da bi obi na bedwuma bi ye menye sika menya mfaso ba wadwuma da wo ye no nipa wo di sika ne ma wo no 1.7 also say your product it chire mu ne ehu se ebia eka no adwuma na be ye no 1.7 billion dollars 22 billion Ghana cedis no kwan say we kwan na be fire eka ne beda ho na o kasa ka biye ni ho no modi a na sabe ase ne o kasa ma Ghana fo nyina no aye bibie ho debi IMF a integral part of our economic management omo hwe yen krata mu economics for ni ade hwe yen krata mu yen krata idumedi ayi di ni na de akwa ma wo mo e na oba hwehwe mu omo hwehwe mu no se wadwuma mo ne go ball for die no e de ka we na abre mo nti mu kire mu sai na go ball pani se be de me mo ka bia saka we say one boy ye de tua saka no why na tua saka no ye de oman adwuma hye wonsa o hwe so yi e ma faso ba oman no so se ekoba se ekabi ebeda ho no ma ukirem se ne na ye cheche nkurofo se wo madwuma ye no sika bi ye hu so omo makirem ni ade no se bi na akoso wa ha
se nkiremu na mo hia
22 billion no e wo hefa na nipa no da no so beto no bo akirem mu no no de ya atenie sebe minority leader ono da ya no e parliament it is obi kakasa sa akire no a ye na ye bu enyo so and obi a woda oman dwuma no ye di oman dwuma hye wonsa nya wa dwuma e wo so nya sa temperament no a sabe ye ka wa dwuma ho asem a wo betie esa se eye wo hwe so ama ye nyina wo opposition di asem no wanka ye wo types of bebre o ka ye obi aja ba ka di o ka ye
impacho nti wo ne se based on the ye opposition and ntina na no ma peke on him
nti wo na no waba abamu na wanya kwaya tena adwuma kase se ya no na eka aba no ye ka ye no bia ni watamu de IMF aka no ye ka ye ka sebe umfata ni ni akire e basa no na se na wotu opposition no saa na wote ano ya ni anu twa no e no na wo de aba abamu
wo hu ne sa ho ya no ene no sa because wo kasa tim ni ya onabo nenti ase na mo
abna wo so ho ye one
na ya mpacho enu na hu ne se ya tim na
o so den
asama meka me se ahoya no na hu ne se ya tim na
ahoya
ahoya so say o say wo friend say like ahoya na mo de yesa what you say and na me bisa say enu na so because wo kase nyina wo say na isa wo de atemnie e de akira ye criticize
obi kase o kasa no kasa is full of minya quote hallucination what hallucination say
ntia ade insistent wo bo tin na wo ka
ase wadu ni ho ase wo so daye ase wo kan sa keke you say this of a minority leader who is just yes, I can get you the quotes properly. Who is just projecting what IMF has told us? The IMF abe catching yen so mine say musika no a ye ne mu ye mu hwehwe mu no 1.7 billion dollars 22 billion cedis ye hunu be biafa ewo gold board edwumadie mu minority leader owo ho kwan me we feel say ya try emiri bebre say be move motion bi ewo floor of the house but yet ati gold board dwumadie ne hyehyɛ bi ase ebra ba say ekabiaba majority for block yen ya amene yetimi move some motion.
I think now CEO ne say mo inviting obeba.
It's not about inviting him. It's not him.
But who?
It's not him. And you know, it's why parliamentary say you can't say you better suffer no.
Also the committee can invite.
And na can say we have a motion before plenary. But say yetimi ya yi na ebedi hu ada yi na ebedi hu anu bye. So that's it. Parliament 276 na wo na no Ghana for na represent you.
But majority na prevent so more.
That's it. Yetimi it we no. Ye besa ba biom no. Ye besa ba biom no. Ye besa the motion aba.
Okay.
Na ya hwe say eno no ba block. Say majority for the Ghana for say majority force no kore die wo ho majority force gold board dwumadie no a wo mu die na ye Ghana fo nyina ye dia ye hia say ye beti ase na ye hunu say ne be daachi bi enkoye abatros ensinsen obi kom nipa ba kofo kom dia wo mama ye kwan ne hwehwe sa die we mu
mate me da senana brem
ana bi so no se keke
ana menko keke ho ana
o de ko menko
ka wo wi ana me meso me wi
oko
ngada na mo compare notes well anything that also might be more time
o na kasa wa kasa bi
anything that also might be more time
okay so person
because I don't think I'm compare we are the neutral
okay
ya jan so dey we be try neutral e wa say me we see people omu be nyawo
abana but honorable me so your time you need time sir
we see people ni
memeti ha me free minerals commission yen na ye hwe efom egudie ene ye natural resources
no expect it manenkasa o dey expect
abana ye tu egudie wo my way more than 100 years ye free Gold Coast enti egudie wo hapa ye tu gold more than so many years in fa so ben ye nya wo gold na ye tu ne ho fa so ben ye nya fa so bia e ya brofo na betu no mo de gold ne ko abrofo na betu no mo de gold ne ko enti asoman no ade ane e haye ye cedi ene dollar abna eno ene ye economy se cedi no ni dollar no eto baha na che say ye economy no asay at a point to beko jom no de bia ne eto adiem 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 o de ka fra broche ba no de nyame fra broche ba o be report no wa calculation wa say e say no obeko ne atum why because ye cedi no any dollar no na ntumi ngina nti na e wo say ye go back ne ye hwe say e die ni aya e wo say this time no ye sisem say na economy no betumi aya stable ama ye didwa ye betumi edidwa ama economy na aboa nti all the time no yanko history to how you show up our cedi to the dollar 2007 omampeni dada kufo eko euro bond market eko je $750 million sa sika we okoje ye no na dwempo na ne se o de baba be good system nim se na ye cedi to dollar no e betumi agina eye na cedi na nya ahoden between 2009 to 2016 President Mahama and NDC wo ekonwa so no yeko euro bond of $3 billion we ye yusu ye sena ye betumi di aso cedi nim na cedi na eden etumi agina na bena the money ye interesting cry ne say MPP bar from 2018 to 2012 2018 to 2022 satam na honorable okaban ne ho omo ko euro bond ekoji over 13 billion for 6 years 13 billion for 6 years se omo de beso cedi na cedi na etumi aiden agina nti ne yisu ye koko ne yisu we ne adi koko syndicated loan ene sa ne ye ko euro bond ye ko yes ane ma we nyina omo ji sika nyina wie ye no abena ne nyina ekosi yesen ekosi yese afi economy na say because you see ekoji sika yese ma ye biom nti ne downgrade ye economy no ne ye de to junk ne ye de DDP ba haircut ne ye cut penifo sika omo pension ne ye de covid tax ba ni economy ne say ye ena tikesi ye da eso da ye pa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wasi debi ye ntumi nya ade we saa enkoso saa yensesa your system no ena yes ye the gold board nti ye kan we manifesto nim say ye ba ye be establish me be friend gold board nti gold board and minerals commission e be team up na minerals commission aboa gold board na gold board to me nya gold no na ye nya be friend traceability ni to me the gold ni ko on mines abrochire ni ekoton a ye nya mfaso no na mfaso na ba oban ni so abran ye set good board 1 year near set gold board no abna gold board the profit ahiyaba $10 billion any other about my way mu
also in
faso e dia breye
there be nyam faso
sika
o kaso bi kai
o kasa no maye je
o kasa gold board nyam faso $10 billion
abna yenko euro bond ko ji sika bia ye yenko euro bond
on va tout dire c'est gold board nyam faso $10 billion
mi ya no time awo kaso kan bi nya ye din
no keke
abna yenko euro bond enko ji sika yenko syndicated loan bia ye the aye ni say yes this time gold na yenya no ye de kwa koton ye koton ni yenya cedi na yenya dollar ni ye de ba na cedi to dollar na depreciation na cedi na ekono etumi agina since yes ani ema no cedi no etumi appreciate 43% plus
at what cost
keke so maybe sa 10 billion no aside the no and as surplus na woman ya 5.44 billion na and so ho no mana
abna won say ubisa honorable question bi economic benefit ni yedien abna maminka asem chiro omudi free SHS ba no mo scam the free SHS beba unim say free SHS bo manika we paid for but what was the argument ni say anya hwe wo de yembo saka no na saka de di train future generational leaders and omudi free SHS because free SHS na do ba no ni bank account bia honorable no ni bank account bia
so meaning say you admit to say there has been some losses and I come and see
what losses
but because no sir na any example ya woman there
any it is free SHS some catch said there was loss
no but and I mean bisa no say me bisa say 10 billion aside the no for so good board enya and now gold board say woman surplus based on the minority
yes
IMF report in it say they be but rather no woman a profit of 5.44 billion. Nti no na make us 10 billion answer ma okay no. And we different from the now go boss o manya na.
Se o di sika yenye free gold mo ye trade here 10 billion.
Okay.
Nti 10 billion no yi omo
so more expenditure na dey free mo no.
You make a profit of 5 billion.
Okay.
Abna na se we
5 billion then.
Abna se we enye game changer. Na ye den.
The 5 billion.
I don't understand this minority.
Say Ghana cedis 5 billion Ghana cedis.
5 billion Ghana cedis. Abna say we enye game changer na ye den. But in all this conversation, it's not about gold board or the success of the gold board. It's about only one person, Sammy Gyamfi.
You think so?
And it is not I think so. That is the target. Because India,
I think you're not being fair. But the criticisms, attacking
it is not
personality.
Since lawyer Sammy Gyamfi be a good boss CEO, Onya PCA, they have been attacking him. But they are not attacking the success of Gold Board. And Gold Board, I did 1 year pay. I've been 1 year pay. Since I established here. Why? Because Sammy Gyamfi in opposition came after them, and in their mind, almost Sammy Gyamfi na my opposition. Let's go and attack him. That is what they are doing. MPP for me person, me want say me body here. Me say MPP for. It's not about the success, but abna success ni ya eti ya no. Ye Ghana for ye fili. Ya eti ha no. Ye Ghana for ye fili.
Ye fili won.
Abna si eti hey.
Ye fili.
Please.
At a point, at a point, yanko into omomoton cars pokeke. Omomoton cars. And no one say China cars about Kroma Bibri. China cars about Kroma. When you say to me top tier rubber China car, 300,000 Ghana cedis. We are aware.
Who got 300,000 based out of China car?
We are aware say Jeto de other Chinese cars na ba on my way mu. Tier rubber when you second hand. Obi to me out of the 300,000 Ghana cedis. We are aware.
No could be said.
300 quad their cost will be a 230.
Uber Chinese cars no be Uber no.
Yes sir.
They'll be saying
interest on
Chinese cars no be Uber
car dealer. abna wo be bi
say because say we love of
abna wo be say
abna de me hu ya na me bi che no abna 500,000
abna onya ka
de ntina meba ntia de ntina wo de wo bi say 500,000 na me de say 300,000 o say ne de won tia see
because me hu bi 300,000
abna so hu bi da na awon buka so hu bi da say me blame no onya ka de la ono mo che djuma
abala cry say
ono mo che djuma na oye onya ka de la Cadillacs ni ya ton cars opposition ya buy ni Cadillac dealership djuma of course can she first light Bosco me no na ton cars of first light o hwe misisi ya can she first light omo mugu ni na for kwa akra da me no na ton cars there be say me chow say me no mo chire djuma e ye ka djuma ni ye nti ono bu nim car ni mu a ni enchire ni mu
ono ji se nipa ewu
ansa e no that is no credit
sika no wudi bi
me di usika
what do you
we tell no bodo pretty much na car dealers no ene ko garage na ko hwe and then crofo gina hono mo to car ka first Voxy and come the buy ya Voxy na kan de boy din no ene Voxy ukita 100,000 120,000 we benya Voxy ato brand new car tier rubber but to me be 200,000 300,000 Uber no ukita 150,000 you benya tier rubber and second hand na make tier rubber e dentia because of gold board in shisha ya wa ya na ye sidi na etu me gina no aba ye stability in the economy ntiene se udu jom na okoto ade a ubetumi project say ene me bisa ade ne bo na say next week me bana me beto ade ne kra me ban price na me bisa na ene no me sa ko next week no price no ensesa ye ba eno abi no surprise na no ko bisa na say next week uksa ka so ko bisa price ni bioma obekọ na price ni asantum ade chimpo no san ko bisa na sa price ni asantum ade chi no ko bisa o bisa say oh dollar na akosoro abna yenye mathematics bi se dollar no any cedi no na $1 eye 14 cedis to 14 cedis and a dollar near 10 cedis 10 cedis to $1 ye 4 cedis e free so abna yen calculate sa 4 cedis no so we $1,000 say wo port akwa yi ade a okoyi car okoyi machine okoyi debe force any niema yen 4 cedis no abna free so yen calculate sa 4 cedis yen hwe ahia abna say wo ye Ghana ni na so okoto ade a wo save sa 4 cedis no e wo so wo sika wo save opa yen sa mathematics na hwe and it is sika no aba Ghana for bottom. That is the effect of gold board. Into gold board in the success aba than the case that they are preaching. And for me, I am saying, sir, and I'm not no gold board no emu be nipa because see Minerals Commission ya more concession ya more areas ya blocking out areas for gold board. Say gold board didn't go into exploration.
Yeah, I know about that.
It's a gold.
So it's a gold board move to gold.
It's a gold. Oh, yeah, some more can.
Okay.
It's a
resource or the edge.
There's a gold board.
Yes,
resource or the
yes, a gold board. It's sounds gold. It sounds gold. No pay for traceability purposes. Inti. Say no the kwa benua so no koto obenya mfaso no. Minerals Commission ya ni gold board atenasia. Yes, ya more areas. I am blocking out areas for gold board. Say omunye exploration. No mu hu baby ya gold ni wo. And a gold board see okay. And ya disika be shame. And a gold board ya ni Ghana Geological Survey Authority because omo to be a geological work no. And ya partner with them. And ya more areas in the north in the Bunu areas. Say omunye what we call exploration and prospecting. It is a CMNO Kasano, gold board committee sika into that exploration for that particular work. So to me ye now so discover the ounces of gold deposits in those particular areas. Then Minerals Commission will assign those areas to small scale miners. Say gold board ayen hwehwemu ama ya explore gold wa hase. He say see small scale miners atadwe yate me there. Momi yanko hanenko to gold no. Na gold board dey be office e wo gate na no. Utu gold na gold board aje. Gold board je ya no dey akwa abrochi no the dollars aba abna atadwe yenti ade we na say enye game changer. Na nka ye din bio.
Ade akofa sa conversation we about doesn't so we stand e wo IMF and so reports against a gold board and so books na IMF and can crow baby na gold board and can cry na.
You see
now we take one day.
See IMF enka say gold board aboka wo. IMF say a Bank of Ghana. On ka say gold board because gold board here
Bank of Ghana ye di.
Neighbor. I mean kind auditors reports ni ma.
What auditors report?
Bank of Ghana ye
di. At the end of the year biya obiaye the audited accounts.
No, what time now so me
the auditors question officer me more answer persisting of the annual auditors and financial statement of the gold board. Gold board a disclose say operational surplus is 907 million, overall surplus profit 2025 5.4. This is gold board audited account. This is not Bank of Ghana audited account. The IMF can a Bank of Ghana audited account. Into gold board no Bank of Ghana money sika say jina koto gold bra. Gold board doesn't make profits. Say okokoye okoton gold menya faso. Bank of Ghana na man commission. Nti abuna mama sika say jina fa ko trade ade we bre mi okoto bre mi amemo commission gold board e nya no ene ni sika o che say ni profit awanya nie nti Bank of Ghana so man ni sika no okoto ade no ba no nti gold board
Bank of Ghana boka
Bank of Ghana
gold board
abuna Bank of Ghana yes Bank of Ghana is not a profit making organization. Bank of Ghana doesn't make
they wanna work as say Bank of Ghana is profit making organization.
But let's be truthful to the people. We established Bank of Ghana to make sure say monetary way.
Bank of Ghana wasn't set up for profit.
I listened to them and everything was about gold. But the conversation is not about gold board. The conversation is about Sammy Gyamfi in person, and that is what we have to establish. And now my establishing what I say, let's take Sammy Gyamfi out. Ochina say Sammy Gyamfi free war as gold board. Now Ochina be in 30 years MPP bar, no gold boss in existence. Honorable be gold boss CEO. Gold board operation around no. I don't know about it's not about honorable. It's about the operations of the gold board. Operation at the faswa be as a mine and now and faswa be. And then faswa be in a week now she na brand wire for no.
Waka also share week.
Hey, Abla, sa week I will share.
Me name say one Thomas.
Abla, sa week I will share. Hey,
but don't know to come here.
but you see, be part of just a minute. To say you work up here, Munya said, "What is Sammy Gyamfi babbage in this conversation?" Sammy Gyamfi is important here because of Nanokasa. Otherwise, no. He is talking as he said. Gold board, the personal idea. It will become once that is how far he's important. But otherwise, we are talking about gold board's operation with BOG, the domestic gold purchase.
Okay.
IMF say a Kabedaho. Domestic gold purchase. Sammy Gyamfi is important. Sammy Gyamfi gold purchase. Honorable Sammy Gyamfi gold purchase. And you for me only when people find a gold purchase buy. Yes. Now, what would the idea we buy? It's a Kabedaho. The Pacho. What do you buy? And I'm saying a Kabe. 22 billion. The purchase. Gold purchase.
Keke ni honorable Mr. Mo.
Munya Sammy Gyamfi.
This honorable so boka.
Na ebe mu Mr.
Omo so mo boka bo bia boka. I don't understand. Most of them we purchase domestic purchase we buy.
Keke, please.
It is all about Sammy Gyamfi. Just want to thank the gentleman. The nyame shira no shira. That's what
Keke ni honorable Mr. Mo.
That's what
time na economy so man na ngasa.
Abna Sammy Gyamfi aye adwuma efe. Me those days I dey back one na ha me ni say $60 and now kwa was 17 it's now kwa was say at least there's stability in our currency my kind there now maybe my bon nti bi obi be kire me the da paper mo my kind the IMF dey buy my kind IMF the full stop we see say go board aboka through Bank of Ghana boka through a gold board. But patchos are boka ye chira at the cry at the can buy. And there's a me come shop na me bia metimi hu se me niema ne bia expire maboka metimi hu se maybe nsuo bi ache maboka me quantify ni nyina nam de against sika ma spend there metimi itemize say we na me na mboka. So you cannot say blankly say blankly say ya gold board aboka 1.7 billion through BOG. It is why is it not in the books of a gold board but in the books of BOG?
That's the question.
Oh, bam patcho me bisa wasa.
What is that question?
The financier.
So BOG na financier, but what is in it? A dear ben the fapem ne dear here ama sad debt. If actually there's a debt, mean can't me blankly say debt without me who say omo minority leader no kasa me who so etimi itemize it say ABCD. I don't understand.
So the minority leader. A Ghana's minority leader.
Ghana Hwana minority or representing when your constituency be not representing. Join to me Ghana's minority.
A Ghana's minority leader.
I beg you, my minority leader, my county say a problem. You know the point is that your friend is saying, my minority leader no walk kasam or your lawyer ni or your name for or sign minority leader. As I say, we go further to find out to say a dear bedia is it forex loss? Is it the loss of gold purchases? Say maybe who projected say gold no buy maybe 2 cedis, but to call markets no 3 cedis you a loss. At the point I will no forex no a volatile ama. And now say just clear a car. You can't just come and tell us a cow when you have not been able to disaggregate what this one is.
It does not matter.
Disaggregate for me to see say when
we can interrogate it.
Interrogate it before you come. They say my IMF for PRO for. Engaging in settings. What I say, there more settings. Settings in one more parliament who reshuffle will be a bit me account because NDC for your team has to send the power. Member government when this government.
Hey, CPP.
I say I the man for park was in doom. That was in doom no CPP.
It's like as NDC.
At the time and the park was in doom mobile
responded to
into the point is that more disaggregating this debt, this loss. And some other can loss as them disaggregate it. Because I did more and as if we say more person will be maintaining the position. Other committee now, you new committee of finance. I don't know about the lead way. You new committee of minerals and mines and natural resources. You need be a committee chairman. I didn't think that only leader never be lead this press conference because some confirm the way expertise to tell us. Well, I can't briefly. I almost briefly Parliament and Cosa.
Parliament
expertise. I mean, many parliaments are here. You might know since 1991. The expertise of the person our chair committee, no, or no, and the
minority leader speaks. And you're talking about what? Expertise of who?
When I say more about
you're talking about expertise of who?
I say more about because we are paying more cancer man. Until I collab the cancer man and a paying more cancer. Yes, because you haven't disaggregated loss.
Have you even accepted say carry that?
You don't have to accept. What say can that what disaggregated?
And so who did you do say carry
what the point? Because IMF for na chomo kranya mo masem munya investigations bia munya hwehwemu biara mo sorry I must say IMF say here say o ye lawyer ni here say was o ye lawyer kuku dama o chen obi a wo kroma here say this is absolute here say. If you cannot disaggregate a loss, you cannot disaggregate cost.
So you think say IMF report on it just a hearsay?
I am saying it's a woman that's
what they are basing on.
How do you base it on somebody as a Mobiaka?
Why IMF you be?
Oh, no.
IMF you be.
On no board.
IMF one entity. So can you be an entity? Let me aka say we you be me you be obi anya didi ateme ye kasa wo twi mu so won teach ya me kyerɛw. Also, the media can't you see a cambrofo may use brofo. It is an entity. And an entity.
Do they have access to documents?
An entity has come. That's what I am saying. So you don't just write say obi the
graphic.
And I make a choice. So you don't just write.
That entity now boom the phone say I is it true? About the discussing. I am
telling you, so when the institute spoke, no, what just say we I say IMF because who data. IMF holds data on countries. IMF has the financial data of countries. Do you get me? So IMF for information is sacrosanct and true. Me my challenge IMF, that my challenge World Bank down some of the things that they said. I am saying said disaggregate cost, disaggregate loss. Tell me say because of ABCD 1.7 billion, some carelessness, something disaggregate it.
But that's how them say IMF pay. Also investigation. No, they are not. To say they cannot. Now it's not about. They didn't deal with gold board. It's BOG.
I am saying that they linked a gold board activities.
BOG. Through this.
I am saying so whatever it is. If there is a card, disaggregate that loss. Teach them. It doesn't mean IMF can be a sacrosanct. IMF is nipa na wo. Do you get me? IMF is made up of human beings. The analysis can be
so government should come out and react and say government
their analysis too can be flawed. Let's all have a clear mind, because you see Sammy Gyamfi no matter targeting whether you like it or not, you say
it's just Sammy Gyamfi.
What target is I don't remember petition man can't say me dear me because we feel it here can be a man opposition. Do you get me? So Sammy Gyamfi my target, we will not allow you to destroy that young.
Not at all. Who
told you?
Records no they said
Deputy Bay.
They needed
not at all.
He's a deputy chief of staff.
Who said that may be a devil of a minister? What are you talking about?
I am
telling you, sir, why didn't they? Why was I don't know Mukofa would be? I said, please let's not go there. Let's not go there. Don't call the main call. I am saying, Sammy Gyamfi, whether they like it or not, we are going to define it as an attack on Sammy Gyamfi, and we are not going to allow it to happen. We will not let you. No.
Forward.
Will you let
forward?
They say no more opposition, no more idea. It's the same thing they are doing.
How does it become that important? It is not about Sammy Gyamfi. It's an individual. 22 billion. You cannot reduce that. You cannot reduce that to just Sammy Gyamfi. No,
but that is what we are doing.
Sammy Gyamfi is important because of his responses. That's
what we did to him in opposition. Everything has been Sammy Gyamfi.
But 22 billion is so much that we cannot keep quiet as a people.
You know, a friend is a sky train and everything. Sky train now, I'm mad that you're saying. Sika omudi koko ye yankeka ni nyina mom sky train ene kra de meti you know be kamenim say yampa nipa no kwo boa mesme boa yes zip line transactions ye de ma ye free omudi sika ko ye friend say parliament say ye approve sika ni I am saying intimisi me oboa mesme boa so I am going to say atesem because me everything should be evidence based.
Yes, so, and IMF has given you the evidence. IMF has given you the evidence.
Honorable.
Everything is evidence based. When you say
taxes, taxes.
Now your taxes no crap. Momo di koko see hole.
Taxes.
That's go ahead national category.
No, I will respond to that.
Abraham Tima men rapia.
Let me am
into the point is that you want nipa the way mode money see Sammy Gyamfi so BOG no I don't know more BOG din and find out from BOG say BOG in your books we wo ho na dey see
BOG your tongue good
my interrogating
BOG your tongue good
why do you get the
BOG on tongue good
you say sanity why have you not even gone to BOG so person we hear so worker person we hear worker so say o me bibia ad hoc mo leader wonu bibia mo so anama ye yi ultimately
No. I think there's something to that. You cannot attack my leader like that for me to say that.
You are talking again, say it's an attack on
attack on who?
Sammy Gyamfi.
Now you attack you. Baby, me attacking no. Me say one leader. I say so yes sorrow. Me office I'm one me a leader.
So you think into almost on your baby?
Because I baby that me see we I don't know from my country. I'm break it down. There should be disaggregation of loss.
Money to say there is a loss first.
Then we can look at it. There's no disaggregation of loss. You have to disagree.
At least one job to be said.
No, how can you say something?
One job to be said.
I do understand.
And yes, sir, government should come out and say
disaggregate loss.
Government should reject this IMF report.
Disaggregate loss.
Let government reject this report talking about IMF.
My 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yekoto ade ojomi a
yes
ade nya fe ne ka eka ne se makojo mo ma me 1 cedi se me nkonkoton ade mbra na me nkoton ade me ko e no 1 cedi mentumi amfa infasoro amba po afa 1 cedi 50 pesos 1 cedi no mentumi amfa eno makobo ka wo 1 cedi ne so se si a ono bo mu kire ye ka eka no mo ka ne ka no wo he eka no de
okay the DGPP operations have generated significant losses for the BOG.
Okay.
Losses in 2024. That's part of
2024.
I feel I'm
2024.
The significant scaling up of DGPP operations led to losses of over $1.7 billion. That's 1.5% of GDP, almost entirely related to the first go for oil, go for reserve purchases. This amounted to a loss of 17% of the value of core gold sold by BOG.
Sold by what?
BOG.
Why would you go to
my wife?
Emma Emmanuel Ayima Deputy CEO Minerals Commission Saso and Nana Champion Jantua Presidential Staffer Honorable Alexander Kwesiakwa Member of Parliament Emma Mampo